So we should be good to go, streaming wise. Let me check first. Look at my phone. Hang on. So we can check the stream. We should be good to go. We should be good to go. Stream wise. I just want to make sure the audio in there is tested. Hang on 1 sec. Okay. Seems alright. From what I can see, it seems fine. Go. Let's make sure the because I don't know what I'm streaming under. It should be under Steins Gate 0 game. You think it is, yeah. I've got so many wires around me. Let's go on load quickly. Okay, now I actually can finally continue. I actually can finally continue this game. It's about time, you know? Such a mess this has. Let me just, because I've got these fucking wires everywhere. What are we doing? What's going on? Hang on 1 sec. Fuck. Wait. How did this happen? It went under there, that's why. Okay. I don't know why I did that for. Let me do that. That's it. That's perfect. Alright. Alright, hang on 1 sec. Oh my god. We should be good. I'm just making sure my side everything's just fine so I can continue, and that should be it. Let me just listen to the stream one more time. I'm just making sure my side everything's just fine so I can continue, and that should be it. Let me just listen to the stream one more time. I might turn the game audio up just a tad bit. You might hear the echoes. Hang on. But I'm going to turn it to like that much. Hang on. That seems good. That actually seems perfect. It's not lagging. Wait, how did I get that wrong headphones right now? Fuck's sake, what I'm doing. Oh, it's falling apart. Put this back here. So this is all good. We should be good. We should be good to go. Alright, let's continue finally with this game. This has been a little pain just to get up started because of what they've done. Let's continue. You might hear my PC sound in the background, but don't worry about it. It's not that loud right now though, so it should be fine, to be honest. Let's continue. So, Mayuri Shinya asked me gently. Mayuri was a high school student and my childhood friend. She'd come with me to counseling today. I told her I didn't need her to, but she left school early to come. All I ever did was make her worry. Around 3 months ago, my one obsession had been saving her. To me, she had always been someone I had to protect. And now, she was worried about me. It was only because of Mayuri's recommendation that I tried counselling. I think this one was Suzaha, because I was testing this out while I was doing the stream before. Yes? No? Answer me. This is why Big Sis Mayu has such a hard time. Why are we talking about Mayuri now? Who knows? Okay, that's funny. Alright, let's carry on. It's not that bad. Oh, he's talking. Told her a small lie to make her feel better. Actually, they told me I had suffered serious trauma. They stopped the hypnotherapy and gave me a course of counselling and drugs. Now they wanted to wait and see the results. Basically, they decided there was nothing to do but to treat my symptoms and wait for it to heal naturally. I couldn't tell if what Maho had shown me yesterday was having an effect. I underwent treatment without telling the psychologist about the time machine, or the world lines, or most of the things that had happened. So maybe there was no way for them to make a proper diagnosis. I just stay there. In any event, I decided not to think too much about the results.
なあ、まゆり。夕飯、これからだろ。何か食べに行くか。おごるぞ。
ああ、それなら秋葉原に行ってもいいかな。
Yes, we can.
ルカ君とフェリスちゃんがね、久々にオカリンに会いたいって。
Akihabara, huh? The clinic was in walking distance of my house. Akihabara was much further away. But even so, I couldn't turn down Mayuri's request. Till the events of this summer, I had gone there almost every day. In fact, I practically lived there. Lately, I only went 3 times a week at the absolute most. And then only to go shopping on the way home from school. We went out into the plaza in front of the station. Just like Ikebukuro. Not sure if I got that right. Even though it was only a month until Christmas, there were barely any decorations. I was sure the whole place would be covered in them the minute it was December 1st. Eventually, I was so sure to see maids in Santa outfits.
秋葉原でチラシを配るサンタ服を着たメイドか。
Akihabara could be really weird.
ああ、フェリスちゃんとルカ君だ。てってるー。
てってるー。Oh God.
岡部さん、まゆりちゃん。
Ferris and Luca must have been waiting. They ran over as soon as they saw us.
会いたかったにゃ。
Yeah, this is like 2 hours into the game. The reason why is because I first did it on PS4, the PS4 broadcast. But then I didn't know at the time that once you finish the prologue, it literally stops broadcasting. It's like you cannot broadcast past this point. So what I've had to do, I've had to set it up all since then. My past broadcast is I've set up all my Gato with a PC. PC is not the best, but eventually got it to work for it to actually stream properly and get everything right. So basically that's why it's 2 hours into the game already. But this basically is the start of the game essentially, because I can't stream past this point no matter what if you try it on PS4. So you have to do it this way, otherwise you can't. Ferris Nanyan jumped at me without the slightest hesitation. She was a maid, and Ferris wasn't her real name. I knew her real name, but if I didn't call her Ferris at all times, even when she wasn't working, she would get mad at me. She was wearing the same outfit she had always wore. Her work clothes from her job at the maid cafe May Queen Nyantu. Or Nyan squared, is it? Was May Queen going to switch to Santa outfit soon?
やめろよ。みんな見てるだろ。
I tried to pull Ferris off me, but he wasn't working. Maybe I should just steal the cat ears off her head.
いいじゃないかにゃ。キョウマとフェイリスの仲だにゃ。
よくない。あと京馬っていうのもやめてくれって。
なんで？
あの名前は黒歴史だからだ。
うにゃ
ー。Ferris looked upset, but I decided to ignore her. Kyoma Hyoin, or Hoin Kyoma, was part of the past I sealed away. I decided to pretend he never existed. He had meddled with the forbidden invention called the time machine, and as a result, the systems that ruled the world had punished him. He dashed the hopes of many, lost the life of someone he cared for, and his heart had suffered grievous wounds. He must never be awakened again. That's not true. I didn't need him anymore.
じゃあなんて呼べばいいのかにゃ。
そりゃ岡部とか。
やっぱり
Just a
オカリンって呼ぶのが可愛くていいんじゃないかな。ねえフェリスちゃん。
By the way, Ferris was what Miori calls Ferris. So Ferris. It's not too much different. She claimed it was easier to pronounce or something like that.
マユシーが言うならこれからそう呼ぶにゃ。なんだか違和感あるけど。
She looked unsatisfied, but she backed away.
ルカ子も久しぶりだな。
はい。
Lucayo smiled happily. I usually call her Luca, usually. He always looks as beautiful as a pretty girl. But he's a guy, or he's a dude. He was a classmate of Miuri's and could often be seen helping at the Yanabashi shrine where his family lived. Probably shouldn't call him Lukako. Just like I told Ferris not to call me Kyoma. He had his own name, Luka Urishibara. Urishibara, I think that's what it is. But calling Lukako Luka after all this time, that would be really embarrassing.
なんだかとても懐かしいような気がします。僕時々ラボに顔を出すんですけど、岡部さん最近あんまり来ていませんよね。
大学のゼミが忙しいんだ。 ATF の準備もあったしな。
Even after that was done, I've been busy with Maho and Dr. Leskinen. And then Amadeus. I hadn't had a chance to rest. But I avoid mentioning that to them. Okay.
あとサークル活動もしてるしな。
サークルに入ったんですか？何のサークルかにゃ？やっぱり UFO とか ユーマとか。
What do you guys think I am? I guess I hadn't told them then. Mayuri, I'm pretty sure I told her. As the two of them looked at me with the wide eyes, I cracked a knowing smile and puffed out my chest.
テニスサークルだ。
Tennis club, okay. People around us all turned to stare at Ferris and Luca.
なんでテニスサークルなのかにゃ？岡部さん、今までテニスなんてやってましたっけ？
初心者に決まっているだろう。
I may not look it, but I'm a terrible at sports, so it's not hard to guess. I'm confident I'll lose to Mayuri at distance running.
じゃあにゃんで
話せば長くなるんだが、大学のゼミの准教授がテニスサークルの顧問なんだ。それで勧誘された。
一つも長くないにゃ。
まあ聞けって。相手は一応世話になっている人だし、サークルに顔を出してみたんだ。そうしたら、なんと俺にはテニスの才能があるらしくてな。初心者にもかかわらず会員相手に連戦連勝だったんだ。
I don't think that's true.
どうだ、大したもんだろ。
はあ
Don't believe him.
岡部さんってやっぱりすごいです。
Oh, wait, no.
こんなことならプロテニスプレイヤーを目指しておけばよかったかな。
目指せウィンブルドンだね。
Wimbledon, okay.
どうしたフェイリス、頭でも痛いのか。
どこからどう突っ込めばいいのやら。どう考えてもサークルの会員数を増やすための罠じゃないかにゃ。
はっきり言うなよ。俺もうすうすそうじゃないかと思ってたけど、考えないようにしてるんだから。でもみんないい人ばっかりなんだぞ。
じゃあサークルの練習が忙しいんですね。
いや、練習はあんまりしてないかな。
はい。じゃあ一体何してるにゃ。
合コンとか。
そん
そんなに驚くことないだろう。
Voice is gonna talk.
俺だって普通の大学生なんだから。
そうですよね。すみません。でも
Luca was fidgeting like he wanted to say something.
フェイリスというものがありながら他の女の子たちと楽しく合コン。許せないにゃ。
勘違いするなよ。俺は女の子なんか別に。
What? In fact, I went along with the rest of the club, but there really wasn't any place where I want to be normal like myself. There was no way I could keep up with the conversations that the, normals had. While the other men and women were having fun, I would just kind of sit there. A matchmaking party was a challenge far beyond my capabilities. I wasn't going to tell Ferris and Luca that though. Of course.
いいなあ。マユシーもオカリンと合コンしたいのです。
何？
Nani? Mayuri wanted to do what? Is she old enough to be interested in that sort of thing?
だってみんなで楽しくパーティーするんでしょ。
Evidently not.
間違ってはいないけど、なんだか微妙にニュアンスが違う気がするね。場所はラボでいいかな。ルカ君とフェリスちゃんはもちろん参加ね。あとダル君やナエちゃんやスズさんも。
Mayuri turned to me with a guilty look. Suzu, huh? What's wrong? Susaha Amane, also known as John Teeter, a time traveler from the year 2036. A true warrior who was still fighting even as I was trying my best to give up. I'd barely seen her since summer. I was avoiding her. Part of the reason I stopped going to the lab was that she spent all of her time there now. Till a month or so ago, just hearing Susaha's name was enough to cause flashbacks, and it was all I could do to enjoy it. For 3 months I could finally stand to hear her name. But I didn't think I could keep it together if I met her in person. Of course, it wasn't her fault, and I wasn't blaming her, so I didn't want her to blame me. She never come out and said it, but when she looked at me with that razor-sharp glint in her eyes, I felt something like guilt.
あのね、みんな。マユシーね、ダルくんと一緒に考えてるオペレーションがあるんだ。オペレーション？
Sound like something that old me would have done.
っていうと、どんな作戦かにゃ？すずさんを笑顔にしよう大作戦。
Make Suzu smile. Why was Miyuri talking about this out of the blue? No, maybe it wasn't out of the blue. She might have been thinking about it for a long time. So I decided to respond as cheerfully as I could.
聞かせてくれよ、まゆり。
マユシーは思うんだ。すずさんって普段は怖いけど本当はすっごく優しい人なんじゃないかなって。ラボにいる時にね、マユシーがソファーでうとうとしちゃうといつの間にかタオルケットがかかってたりするの。すずさんに聞いてもそんなの知らないとしか言わないんだけど。
Of course.
あ、僕もそういうことありました。
She's a softie though.
以前お父さんに買い物を頼まれて、その帰りに荷物が重くて困っていたんです。そうしたら天音さんが通りかかって何も言わずに持ってくださったんですよ。
へえ、初耳だな。
こんなこと当たり前だから誰にも言うなって。あ、言っちゃいましたけど。
そっか。
In the Alpha World line, she was a cheerful girl who smiled at everyone, and also loved to go mountain biking, of course, yeah, I remember that. There's Kurisu in the back. But in this world line, she wasn't the type who smiled a lot. This was partially due to the way she'd grown up. I heard about it third-hand from Daru, but because of the universal conscription program that started after World War III broke out, she'd been forced to undergo military training ever since she was in middle school. And after that, she joined up with the anti-government forces and gotten caught in a terrible struggle. After that, he said she never really smiled.
だからね、すずさんを本当の笑顔にしたいのです。
なるほどな。
で、具体的には何をするのかにゃ？クリスマスパーティーだよ。クリスマスパーティー
We all spoke in unison.
もうすぐクリスマスでしょ。すずさんね、そういうパーティーをやったことがないんだって。だからも マユシーは
I mean,
すずさんにそれをプレゼントしようと思ってるんだ。
Ferris and Luca nodded at almost the exact same time.
その話乗ったにゃ。
僕も。
ありがとう。オカリンも参加してくれる？
Yeah, of course.
そうだな。
ダメかな。
俺はともかく鈴葉が嫌がるんじゃないか。
I was never going back to the past. Still couldn't forget the look on Suzuha's face when I told her that. It was an expression filled with anger and despair. She must have felt like her last, most desperate hope was crumbling away right in front of her eyes. The words she said to me then was still sharp thorns lodged in my heart.
鈴葉は俺を嫌ってるし。
マユシーはそうは思わないよ。すずさんはね、オカリンを怒っちゃったこと後悔してるんじゃないかな。その気持ちを素直に言えないんだと思うのです。
そうだろうか。
きっとそうだよ。
I couldn't turn her down after Miyuri said that.
分かった。少し考えてみるよ。
ところで岡部さん。
There was a bit of hesitation in Luca's voice.
診察はどうでしたか？
Evidently, Luca had heard about my counseling from Mayuri. Maybe he wanted to see me because he was worried about how it went. I'm guessing I'm making Lucario, Luca and Ferris worry too. In this world line, they hadn't joined the lab, but even so, they were still dear friends. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
催眠療法というのは初体験だったが、なかなか興味深かったな。俺は今まで催眠術なんかにはかからないと思ってたよ。驚いた。
かかっちゃったんですか？
見事にな。
へえ。
そういうルカニャンも催眠術とかすぐにかかりそうだにゃ。
そんな。
確かに速攻でやられるだろうな。
Luca would believe anything you told him. Anyway, there was no point in standing around forever. I was getting hungry and it was time to find some place to eat.
なあ、お前たち何が食べたい？おごるぞ。
We decided to head towards Yodobashi. There were a lot of restaurants there, so it was perfect.
やったにゃ。超なじゃなくてオカリン太っ腹にゃ。
ありがとうございます。
何食べようかな。唐揚げかな。
ジューシー唐揚げ？
Ooh, juicy fried chicken.
マユシーはそればっかりにゃ。
I walked behind the three of them, and I thought to myself, what would it be like if Kurisu were here? Oh god. I tried my hardest for the past few months not to think about her, but was it because of my experience yesterday that I did anyway? The expressions, the little mannerisms I seen yesterday, the voice, the way she walked. I remembered my conversation with her. Flashback.
岡部倫太郎さん。
Okay, we never
はじめまして、牧瀬クリスです。
actually saw this. This is when it actually went to the intro part. This was the end of the prologue, and then I couldn't stream the rest. And this literally is what it ended on.
どうぞよろしく。
I couldn't respond at all. Something felt slightly off about the way Kurisu moved on the screen. But it was really slight. I'd get used to it soon. More importantly, the voice and the way she spoke were exactly like the real Kurisu. I almost cried. And it was all I could do to stop from breaking down.
先輩、そちらは深夜というわけではないですよね。
The camera on the PC switched from me to Maho.
ええ、違うけれどなぜ？
お二人とももしかして眠いのではないかと。
Oh.
私はさっきまで寝ていたけれど、今はもうしゃっきり目が覚めているわ。
Sometimes this
だらしないのは相変わらずですね。
失礼なことを言わないで。
では先輩、もう一つ質問しても？
ええ、何？
岡部倫太郎さんとはどういう関係ですか？
この前の ATF セミナーに参加してくれた学生よ。なかなか研究熱心だと思ったから連れてきたの。
Maho decided not to tell Amadeus that was a friend of Kurisu's before she died. Why, I wonder? Did she not want Amadeus to find out? Or was I supposed to tell her myself?
へえ、先輩にそう言われるなんて大したものですね。
The Kurisu on the screen turned to me and smiled.
その
Oh god. Calm down.
岡部さん、専攻はやはり脳科学ですか？
それは
The words got stuck in my throat. I said, calm down. You know this is just a program. Her words, her appearance, even the conversations she's having with you right now, they're all artificial. But even though I knew that, I still couldn't speak. I had no idea what to say. And more than that, the words "nice to meet you" hit me harder than I thought they would. This wasn't the Kurisu I spent those 3 weeks with. Maho had told me this ahead of time, and I thought I understood it, but hearing it for myself hurt more than I imagined. I regretted not taking my anxiety meds, but it was too late now. My heart rate soared and my breathing became irregular. My head was spinning and the corners of my vision were beginning to dim. At some point, my lips had gone totally dry.
どうかしました？岡部さん。
Kurisu sounded worried. That voice software must be pretty good if it could handle nuisances like that.
彼の専攻は脳科学ではない
Or
わ。
nuances, I think that's what it means.
だけど私たちの研究にとても興味があるんですって。
そうなんですか。
レスキネン教授も気に入ってるみたいだし、いずれは私の助手にでもしてやろうかと思っているところよ。
Oh shit, lovely. Me, Maho's assistant? Then I go to Victor Condria University.
あら、お気に召さない？
お気に召すとか召さないとかそういう問題じゃなくて、
ま、冗談だけれどね。
冗談？
もしかして本気にした？
Yeah, he did.
信じちゃいない。
I wasn't going to tell her that I almost did.
そう。でも、もっともっと勉強してくれれば、あながち冗談じゃなくなるかもしれないわよ。
仮にそうだとしても、レスキネン教授の助手がいい。
This is my way of getting back at her.
教授の助手って思っている以上に大変よ。あの方は本当に子供だから。
As she spoke, she quietly came over next to me and tapped me on the arm a few times. I see, so that was it. She was making a joke to try and calm me down. Okay, smooth.
悪かった。ありがとう。
何のことかしら？
I didn't think subtlety was a thing. Maybe I was wrong.
先輩、ちょっと。
Kurisu beckoned to Maho from within the screen in a very human manner.
何？
もうちょっとこっち。スピーカーに寄ってください。
What's gonna happen? Maho moved her ear close to the speaker. I was just thinking about how weird it was when...
は？
Maho suddenly turned bright red and shouted at the screen.
そんなわけないでしょ。何を言ってるのあなた。
そんなに照れなくても。
照れてるわけじゃないわ。とにかくおかしなことを言うのはやめて。
そうですか？
そうです。
一体何の話を？
It was obvious that Kurisu had whispered something to Maho. What did she say? I'm guessing she said like, are you together? She's like, of course not. Maho glanced at me. For some reason she blushed and turned away. Ah, I see. From the way Maho was acting and what I knew about Kurisu, there was only one possibility.
このスイー
Mainstream
ツかっ
woman,
こ
what
笑い
the
目。
goddamn mainstream woman. Whispered a name I'd often teased Kurisu with, and certainly felt a lot better. She must have said something stupid like, you two make a good couple, or you finally found a man, huh? The way she looked at a boy and girl holding a friendly conversation immediately assumed they were dating was just like a Kurisu I knew. Jeez, what a system. I didn't need to be that true to hear her personality, did it? I chuckled. Do you think this Kurisu also browses at channel when Maho and the professor aren't looking too? Nah, knowing her, she'd probably commenting. I remember Kurisu once browsed at channel on the Future Gadget Laboratory's computer when she knew nobody else was around.
ちょっと入ってくるときはノックぐらいしてよ。
クリスティーナ、
Christina!
お前はやるべきことをサボって何を見ていた？
来るな。
What was that?
そのこれはひどい。はいはいワロスワロスみたいな笑い方はなんだ？
案ずるなクリスティーナ。いや、アットチャンネラークリス。
その呼び方はやめて。
俺はすでに気づいていた。そう、とっくに気づいていた。お前か。アットチャンネラーとしての匂いのようなものがプンプンと醸し出されていた。
失礼だな。ちゃんと毎日香りがきつくなる香水つけてるぞ。
そういう意味ではない。俺が言っている
Okay.
魂レベル。だが隠そうとするのはいじらしいな。アットチャンネラークリス。
その名で呼ぶな。
Your soul's power level, huh? My silly remarks seem to have a much deeper meaning now. Was the girl in front of me one day going to, as Dr. Leskin had said, become a real artificial soul? when that happened, what we were supposed to call a soul that existed in this world after the body was gone. Not dead or alive, but something in between. This wasn't science anymore, it was philosophy, or maybe a religion.
バカな話はここまでにしましょう。岡部さんだってこんな中身のないことを聞きたくて来たわけではないわ。
そうやってごまかすところがますます怪しいですね。
ウイルスをぶち込むわよ。
嘘です。もう言いません。
Kurusu quickly bowed her head. I bet back when Kurusu was still alive, she had conversations like this with Maho every day. I'm sure Dr. Leskinen had a lot of fun watching them. It's actually kind of cute.
お騒がせしてごめんなさい、岡部さん。彼女と何か話してみる？
Maho offered me the seat in front of the PC. Kurusu's face was on the monitor right in front of me. When our eyes met, she smiled a little. I didn't know she reacted like this to people when she first met them. But meeting with Kurusu went about as badly as it possibly could have. I realized that her prickly attitude towards me could have been unusual for her.
どんなことでも聞いてください。可能な範囲でお答えしますから。
そうだな。
This wasn't good. I was remembering every moment I ever spent with Kurusu. I couldn't think of what to say. And then the words that came out of my mouth were...
タイムマシンは作れるだろうか。
Interesting. That was what I once argued about with Kurusu on another world line. In the end, I lost the argument completely.
はい？
え？
タイムマシーンですか？
It's a good
何
question.
の話を始めるのかと思ったら、いきなり何？
ただのテストだよ。思考実験ができるかどうかっていう。
どうクリス？
そうですね。結論から言ってしまうとタイムマシンは可能ではない。けれど不可能とまでは言い切れないといったところでしょうか。
え？
That wasn't what she said. She said something different. She said no.
最初に結論を言ってしまうとタイムマシンなんていうのはバカらしい代物だということです。
That's what Kurusu had said in the Alpha World line. Remember that well.
俺はタイムマシンなんてバカらしい代物だと思うけどな。
Remember that old debate and decided to repeat what Kurusu had said then.
そう決めつけるのは早計ですよ。
Interesting.
そうか
Is it
な。
now? What's going on?
確かに世界中の科学者がタイムトラベル理論を提唱している。主な理論だけで11あるが、どれも仮説の域を出ない。しかも理論同士が矛盾し否定し合っているものまである。
ええ。
例えば宇宙紐理論やワームホール理論。これらは思考実験としてはタイムトラベルを可能にするが、そもそも宇宙紐だのエキゾチック物質だのどこからどう探してくればいいのか見当もつかない。つまり現実的ではない。
This is also something that Kurusu had told me in the Alpha World line. That the Kurusu in the screen was unmoved.
それは科学者がまだ重大な何かを発見できていないからでしょうね。
それじゃあ君はタイムマシンをいつか作れると思っているのか。
不可能とまでは言い切れない。そう言いましたよ。
Yeah, her opinion was slightly different. Was this because I was in the beta world line, or perhaps...
なあヒアジョーさん、彼女は自分がオリジナルの記憶から派生した存在だということは認識しているんだよな。
もちろん。
じゃあうまい例が思いつかないんだが、一卵性双生児みたいなことはあるのか。生まれた時は見分けがつかない。だが育つにつれて差異が出てくるとか、そういうことを。
Okay, you're starting to say that like two different Kurusus, would two of them be the same growing, learning stuff, or would the two of them actually be different?
それについてはまだ検証中だけれど、蓄積されていく記憶が異なれば当然元の人間とは違うものになっていくと思うわ。私と教授はそう考えている。
そっか。
It was then that I heard the door on the inside of the partition slam shut.
教授かしら。
It's that Leskinen.
あの大きな足音はそうじゃないでしょうか。
Could definitely hear somebody stomping around outside. Then, after a heavy knock, the door to the booth flung open. There he is. Fucking
Rintaro!
Lintaro, what? Professor opened his arms wide as he came inside. He grabbed my hand and began to wave it around. I hadn't realized he was this friendly. He seemed to think he was giving me a handshake, but he felt like I was being worked over by a pro wrestler.
Hey boy, what's up?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
岡部さん、ひどい英語ですね。
黙れクリスティーナ。
Oh, Christina.
クリスティーナ？
Oh no, I was so focused on the professor that I used my old nickname for her.
なんでもない。気にしないでくれ。
Uh-oh.
気になります。なんで私がクリスティーナなんですか？
だからなんでもないと言うのに。
なんでもない割には動揺してますよね。
しつこいぞクリスティン。クリス。
Said it again. Kurisu and Maho both seemed lost in thought.
クリスティーナって呼んでいたのね。
君もそこに食いつくな。
Anyone any more questions about this since the professor was here? But I started to ask more about how Amadeus memories work.
教授、アマデウスの記憶を外部から改ざんすることは可能なんですか？
But the professor wasn't listening to my question. He seemed to be frantically searching his pockets for something. Come to think of it, I didn't see that translator device on his ear. He must have been looking for it, which meant odds were good he didn't even hear my question.
私の記憶の改ざんですか？理論上は可能です。
Kurisu herself answered in the professor's place.
例えば、私が自分の名前をクリスティーナであると思い込む。そう仕向けることもできるでしょう。ただ、普通のデータと違い、記憶データはとても複雑です。今のところ、改ざんに成功した例はないと認識しています。仮に改ざんに成功した場合でも、私がそれに気づいて自分で修復してしまうでしょう。私は私以外アクセス不可の領域にログを取っていますから。つまり秘密の日記ですね。その日記と現在の記憶との間に不自然な齟齬があれば、私は高い確率で疑問を抱きます。さらに言えば、私の記憶データは定期的にバックアップされています。 自己修復が不能なほどに改ざんされたとしても復旧することが可能なんですよ。最終バックアップから改ざんされた時点までの記憶はなくなってしまいますが。
そっか。
Regardless of the topic of discussion, it felt strange. What Maho had said before she loaded Kurisu was true. I was starting to feel like I was chatting with the real Kurisu. The way she wouldn't let you get a word in edgewise once she started talking about science was exactly like the real Kurisu.
しかし興味深いな。
I turned toward Kurisu and spoke.
君は自分のことを機械として客観的に語ることができている。小説や漫画でよくあるパターンだと、自分は機械ではない人間だとか言い出しそうなものだが
それは全くナンセンスですね。人間そのものが自分をハードウェアとソフトウェアの組み合わせとして語るじゃありませんか。医学とか心理学とか、そういう名においてね。それとどこが違うんです？
That's true.
なるほど。
さすがへりくつなら誰にも負けないわね、この子。
When she heard this, Kurisu turned toward Maho, her CG eyes big and round, though it was really just the camera sensor moving.
ねえ先輩、余計なお世話かもしれませんけど、口が悪いのを少し直した方がいいですよ。せっかく春が来そうなのに嫌われたらどうするんです？
だからその話に戻るのはやめなさい。
けど私にとっては今一番興味があります。
一番どうでもいいことでしょ、そんなの。
これが人生最後のチャンスだったらどうするんですか？
あなたこそその口を改めなさい。
Dr. Leskinen was clapping his hands together and laughing. Had to chuck a little too. Afterward, the three of us, including the professor, talked to Kurisu, discussing the technical subjects and making small talk. The next thing I knew, it had been almost an hour. I actually felt a little sad when Maho told me that it was time to stop. Just a single hour, the strangeness I felt about Amadeus had disappeared, and I felt like I was really talking to Kurisu. Dr. Leskinen stopped me before I left.
テストをやる気はあるかな？
I tilted my head when I heard the professor speak through the translator.
エムテウスにはタイヤ散歩が少なくてね、うちの研究室の子たちを総動員してはいるのだけれどね。
とはいえアマデウスはまだ研究段階だし、誰彼構わず接触させるわけにもいかないわ。
そこでクリスの友人だったリンターロにぜひとも協力してほしいんだ。
Keep saying Lintaro. I remember they mentioned something about being a tester at the party. So this is what they were talking about?
私と教授はしばらく日本に滞在する予定なの。だからテスターをお願いするのはその間ということになるわね。
Okay.
あなたにしてもらいたいのはとにかくクリスと対話を重ねてもらうこと。
Okay.
具体的なノルマのようなものは特にないわ。気が向いたら話をするぐらいでいい。ただ月に2回程度は私と教授にテスト経過の報告をしてほしいの。
それと申し訳ないけれど報酬は出せないんだ。そこも含めて考えてみてほしい。
俺は
亡くした友人をそっくりそのまま再現した AI と話をさせる。それは君にとってとても残酷なことだとは理解しているつもりだよ。乗り気でないのなら断ってくれていいからね。
I remembered what it felt like to talk to Kurusu. When the monitor was just about to turn off, this is what Kurusu had said. Let's talk again sometime, Okebe Rintaro. That's what I hoped for when I came here, wasn't it?
やります。やらせてください。
I thought I was ready when I accepted the job, but I never expected this. Oh, Amadeus. Connect.
は
What do
い。
you want?
マキセですけど。
Kurusu was displayed on the screen. Yes, it was Amadeus. The app the professor had given me allowed me to access the servers at Victor-Condria University from anywhere, 24 hours a day. It's pretty impressive.
岡部さんからクリスの方へ呼びかけることができるのはもちろんだけれど、クリスの方からあなたに呼びかけてくることもあるから、その時はうまく対応して。
Okay, so she's just contacting me as well. Interesting. This I hadn't predicted. I never thought she would call me, or that her first face would be displayed on the screen.
それともクリスティーナですけどって自己紹介した方が良かったですか？
She looks really mad. I could guess why. I had gotten 8 calls from Kurusu and I ignored them all.
事情はレスキネン教授や先輩から聞いています。だから最初に一言こちらから挨拶しようと思っていたんですが、まさか8回もイルスを使われるとは思いませんでした。
Well, it wasn't 8 times, it's once.
なんで黙ってるんですか？
Talking to a realistic girl on my smartphone with so many people around was pretty embarrassing.
まあ話す気がないならそれはそれでいいんですが。なんなのよ。せっかくいつも以上に人と話せるチャンスだと思ってたのに、バカみたいじゃない。ったく。いずれにせよ、テスト中は私はあなたといつでもつながっていますから。気が向いたらどうぞ連絡してきてください。こっちも忙しいので、あなたの連絡にいつも出れるかどうかわかりませんけど。
What are you busy doing? Man, what is this? More than that strangely polite, friendly Kurusu from yesterday. Angry, stubborn, more curious than anyone. The way she seemed to be constantly challenging you.
それではお邪魔しました。
Okay. I realized that this really was Makise Kurusu. That was the girl I spent those 3 weeks with, Lab Member 004, my assistant Christina, aka Makise Kurusu. Her movements were a little more jerky than I had seen on the computer in Dr. Leskin's office, but evidently that was because of the smartphone.
俺は
This alone was enough to make me feel like my heart was being squeezed dry. I stood still, holding the smartphone tight.
じゃなかった。オカリン、どうしたにゃ？
ああ
It's nothing.
今行く。
Yes, go on ahead. I thought to myself as I ran to catch up with the others. Maybe Dr. Leskin was right, and this test would be a very cruel thing for me. But even so, in my mind, I was already starting to think about what I would talk about with Kurusu. Is it so bad though? What was this? Maho Hyajo was remembering. She was remembering the last night she had spoken to Umakase Kurusu in person. 28th of March 2010.
冗談じゃないわ。こんな大事な時期になんで私が。
Took a flashback. That night, Kurusu was whispering to herself a lot. Victor Condrial University's Brain Science Institute. Maho and Kurusu worked in the same room at the lab. Thus, Maho was forced to hear Kurusu's angry mumblings whether she wanted to or not. A little was fine, but she had been acting like this all day, and it was keeping Maho from concentrating. She finally snapped and turned away from the paper as she was writing.
ねえ、ちょっとクリス。
English was the language most commonly used at Victor Condrial University. When the other staff and professors were around, she always used English. But when it was just her and Kurusu, Maho would often speak in Japanese.
いい加減にしてくれないかしら。
ああ、何がです？
Kurusu stopped messing with her luggage and turned around.
うるさくて集中できないのよ。この論文、明日までに教授に提出しないといけないんだけど。
もしかして私独り言言ってました？
騒音郊外で訴えてあげようかしら。
すみません。
Kurusu apologized and started to scratch the back of her head. Maho decided to calm down by standing up and going to the shelf where the research notes were kept. There were several books she needed for her paper, but they were all up on the top shelves, obviously she couldn't reach. This must be someone's idea of a prank, she said, as she stared up at the heavy book. She decided to try and reach for it, but no matter how she stood on her toes, she came nowhere close. Her tiny little arms seemed to her like dead branches waving in the wind. She bit her lip. After she skipped grades to go to college and then came to work at this lab, she had more chances than ever before to hate her small stature. Whenever she walked outside after dark, the cops would stop her. Even with her ID, she couldn't get into bars and buy medicine and alcohol at drugstores with the pain. The most humiliating part was that no matter where she went, everyone thought she was in middle school. Nobody believed her when she said she was 20. Everything in America was just too big. I mean, that's right, I guess.
撮りましょうか。
Kurusu noticed that the trouble Maho was having and came over. Maho was stubborn and decided to pretend nothing was wrong.
大丈夫よ。別に困ってなんかいないもの。
困ってるじゃないですか。
困ってません。
そうですか。
そうです。
でも私も借りていきたい本があるので。
Oh god. Kurusu easily reached up to the highest shelf and grabbed the book Maho wanted. God, she's that short, really? Because Kurusu's not that tall.
いえ、私もそれほど高い方では。
Kurusu covered her mouth when she realized she said something she shouldn't have.
ありがとう。助かったわ。日本で何か必要なものがあったら言ってね。送ってあげるから。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Kurusu handed it over the book as she spoke, and then suddenly her eyes went wide and began to sparkle.
ねえ先輩、今の話ですけど。
今の話ってどの話？
About the height difference?
独り言ですよ。
え？おー。
You know how Kurusu had come up with a new idea? This was a regular occurrence for Kurusu, and Maho was used to it.
それって自我の証明の一つになるんじゃないでしょうか。
アマデウスの？
はい。
確かにあの子がいきなり独り言を言い出したらびっくりするけれど。
Interesting. No matter how advanced an AI was, it wouldn't talk to itself unless you programmed it to do that. And there was no need or even point to a feature like that. If an AI started talking to itself, that might be a good indication that there was a self to talk to. Oh. But Maho hesitated to agree with her.
ここではめったなことを口にするものではないわ。魂は神が人間に与えたもうたものである。そう考える人たちが多いことを忘れないで。
そうでしたね。
Kurusu's expression dimmed. Kurusu and Maho were both treated as heretics in the lab, especially since they were Japanese and women. Oh god. And Kurusu was simply too talented. Nobody ever actually did anything, but a lot of the older scientists were definitely avoiding her. I mean, Dr. Leskinen was the chief scientist, and the fact that he liked the two of them was all that let them do their research in peace. The other scientists heard what Kurusu had just said. Who knows what they'd do? Maho patted Kurusu on the shoulder.
まあ、
She probably
しば
put
ら
on
く
the
日
head,
本
which
で
can't
リ
be.
フレッシュしてくることね。
それが納得いきません。
どうして？向こうの生活だって楽しいと思うけれど。
留学するなら大学院ですよ。なんで高校なんですか？
仕方ないでしょ。日本では年齢的にあなたはまだ高校生なんだから。教授の思いやりは素直に受けておきなさいな。
Maho remembered what Dr. Leskinen had said. Kurusu had a fragile personality. All the bickering in the lab is putting her under a lot of stress, and she's at her limit. It might ruin her as a researcher. That's what the professor had said. He was really worried about her.
それにもともと7月になれば日本に行かなくちゃいけなかったんだからちょうどいいじゃない。
はい。実はそれも憂鬱で。
秋葉原
She has no
テクノ
idea.
フォーラムだったかしら。
What? Technoform? What?
公園なんて慣れてないし、何をどうしていいのか。
サイエンス誌に論文が載った以上これからもどんどん増えるわよ。練習しておかないとね。
やだな。
Kurusu whispered to herself. Maho didn't like being around lots of other people either, so she knew how Kurusu felt. But there was a lot of scientists who wanted to be published in a major journal, then go on to give public lectures. And she'd beaten out many of them to win that honour. People jealous, basically. She needed to fulfill her responsibilities, even if just to shut them up. Maybe I'm not that much better, though. Maho silently laughed a little and hated herself for doing it. Maybe... oh, she's talking. Maybe I'm just as jealous as they were. That feeling, which was a little like fear, was something that she always felt. The girl in front of her was just that different from Maho. Someone she could never reach, no matter how hard she tried. That's in both ways, yeah. Someone who surpassed everything she ever done almost instantly.
先輩？
Kurusu was peering into her face, confused. Maho felt flustered.
日本でお父さんには会うの？
God, like fucking murderer. She heard that Kurusu's parents weren't divorced, but they were separated. Her mom was still in America, and her dad was in Japan. After Maho said it, she wondered if that was too personal a question. But Kurusu smiled a little.
実は父から招待状が届いたんですよ。
Really?
夏頃新しい理論の発表会をするそうです。それを見に行こうかと思ってます。
新しい理論って？
Kurusu's smile changed into a small expression of consternation. Consternation? That's it.
まだ詳しく聞いてないんですよね。相対性理論に関することらしいんですけど。
Maho felt like she was hiding something, but didn't question her anymore.
とにかく気をつけて行ってくることね。お土産期待しているから。
Ooh, she's like
何がいいですか？
そうね。せっかく秋葉原に行くのだから何か珍しいものがいいわ。秋葉原詳しいのよね。
Yeah, she does.
休憩時間によくそういうサイト見てるじゃない。
Yep. At channel like Kurisu.
まさかアマデウスが喋ったんですか？
あの子はそんなことしないわ。あなた、私が後ろにいるのに動画に夢中になってて気づかないことがあるわよ。
まさかバレていたなんて。自分のうかつさが憎い。
Kurisu actually seemed upset for once. This really surprised Maho.
先輩、お願いです。どうか他の人たちには内密に。
別に隠すことはないと思うけれど。
She's blushing. The idea of sharing a secret with Kurisu made Maho happy.
わかった。言わないでおくわ。
助かります。
Kurisu seemed genuinely relieved. Maho continued.
ねえ、あなたが日本から戻ってきたらアマデウスが独り言をつぶやけるかどうか2人で検証してみましょう。
はい。
Kurisu had a very happy look on her face. It was the face of a born scientist who loved to explore the unknown more than anything in the world. Her smile was as innocent as that of a child who'd just been given a new toy. It was very beautiful. It was one of those reasons that Maho liked the younger researcher quite a bit. But the promise the two of them made would never be fulfilled. In fact, they would never even meet again. God, that's horrible. Oh. So we've seen Maho's perspective now. It felt like she was thinking about Kurisu more and more since she'd come to Japan. Maho didn't know if it was because she was in Japan or because she was talking with the Amadeus Kurisu more often. Or maybe, was it because she met the young man named Rintaro Okabe? Okabe Rintaro.
私の知らないクリスを知っている人か。
So that's why. Thinking back, the first day they met, she'd broken down and cried right in front of him. It was something she didn't really want to remember. She chased the memories away out of embarrassment.
さては岡部さんのことを考えていましたね。
Oh. Oh, I forgot to say that, damn it. Missed one. Maho's in the middle of a conversation with Kurusu.
そうね。
She shrugged her shoulders and tried to ignore Kurusu's mischievous smile.
不思議だと思わない？レスキネン教授が岡部さんのことをあそこまで買っているなんて。2度しか会ったことのない相手なのに、あなたのアクセス権も渡してしまったし、あそこまで信用していいのかしら。
誠実そうな人でしたが。
そう？向上心があるのかないのか、少しつかみどころがない人だったわ。
好きなんですか？
あなたね。
Maho brought her face close to the monitor and glared. But Kurusu seemed unconcerned.
別に取り繕う必要はないでしょ。昨日は本人の目の前だったから仕方ないにしても、今は私たち二人きりですし。
Kurusu may not have looked like someone who would, but she really enjoyed this sort of gossip. Maybe girl talk was the right word. Maho sighed and sat back in her chair. The creaking sound echoed throughout the empty office.
本当にそんな感情はないわ。岡部さんがどんな人なのかさえまだよく分かっていないのだから。
なるほど。まあそうでしょうね。
Kurusu let the matter drop. This bothered Maho a little.
ただ気になるのは。
何です？
いえ、なんでもないわ。
Maho has been spending a lot of time thinking about something since yesterday, to the point where she even put off her research. What kind of relationship was there between Kurusu and Okabe? What was Kurusu feeling in the days before she died? She would have liked to ask Okabe if she could. Okabe. What was that, Okabe? Okabe. What's wrong with me?
私のオリジナルと岡部さんは知り合いだったんですか？
Ooh. Why would she? Maybe. Yeah, why would she ask that question? That's weird. Maho shivered. It was as if Kurusu had been reading her mind.
どうして分かったの？
岡部さんの話や先輩の反応などを聞いて判断しました。状況証拠を積み上げただけですが、証明しましょうか？
別にいいわ。あなたのことだから反証の余地もないでしょ。
The way they use words like proof in normal conversations showed that both Maho and Kurusu were scientists at heart.
相手だけが一方的に私との記憶を持っているのでは、対話に齟齬が出てしまう可能性が高いです。
彼と話していく上でどうするのかはあなたに任せる。岡部さんの方から切り出してくるかもしれないし、なんならあなたから聞いてみてもいいわ。
Maho still didn't know if Okabe would even access Amadeus at all. They weren't forcing him to.
知らないふりをするというのは嘘をついているのと同じことになりますよね。興味深いデータが取れそうな気がします。
Yes, it was interesting, but that was her opinion as a researcher working on Amadeus. How would Okabe Rintaro feel about it? Wouldn't this be rubbing salt on the wounds in his heart? Maho realized she was getting much too sentimental.
やっぱり日本に来たせいなのかもしれないわね。
It'd been a week since she arrived. The first thing she planned to do was offer flowers. But she still couldn't bring herself to visit the Akihabara radio building, the place where Kurusu had died. what's going on? Are we just changing perspectives? Like, who's this now? It's weird, this is. The sun was setting earlier now that December had arrived. Katsumi Katsumi Nakasi was surprised by how quickly it had gotten dark while she was out rummaging through the cosplay shops. The wheel suitcase on the ground next to her felt heavy. She had done her best to jam everything she brought today inside and was bursting at the seams. Still, spending a whole day shopping with her cosplay friends was a lot of fun. She felt tired. It was a good tired. Her footsteps were light as she walked back to the station.
ふぶきちゃん、
Oh, okay.
スキ
They're
ップ
friends.
しちゃいそうだね。
あ、わかる？だって今日はいっぱい買い物できて超楽しかったもん。満足満足。
ふぶきちゃんのおかげでマユシーも楽しくお買い物できたよ。付き合ってくれてありがとう。
マユシーのためならお茶の子さいさいだって。
Fubuki tried to grab her friend Mayuri Shinya Mayuri for a hug. Mayuri dodged out the way. Mayuri may have looked like an airhead, but she was actually quite athletic. Fubuki, by the way, was Katsumi Nakasi's cosplay name. Ah, okay. Katsumi was in her second year of high school. She and Mayuri were the same age, but were total opposites. Katsumi was boyish and athletic, and when she cosplayed as a male character, she attracted more female Kamenko than male ones. What the heck does that mean? Kamenko.
これで冬コミマは何の心配もなくなったね。
Kamima. Four friends had gone to cosplay shops along Yugawaya Maidens Road and Tokyo Hands in Ikebukuro. I don't know how to say that, it's so hard. Like even trying to spell it out. Ikebukuro. Then moved to Akihabara and visited several more. This is all part of their final preparations for winter Kamima.
そうは言っても衣装を作るのはほとんどまゆりちゃんだよ。
Kaede.
あんまり無理しないでね、まゆりちゃん。
Kaede sounded a little worried. Her real name was Kaede Kurushima, and she used her real name as a cosplay pseudonym? Pseudonym. I don't know how you say that. She was 3 years older than Katsumi and in college. Kaede was extremely feminine, and her measurements were just like the ones magazine models claimed to have, but she was very shy. People had tried many times to persuade her to enter the pageant at her college, but she always refused, saying normal events are kind of scary. But even so, cosplaying at Kamima with the rest of them was something she looked forward to.
だったらこの際だからまゆりちゃんを手伝ってみんなで衣装作りはしない？
Amayuki, that's the name. I think this is Susaha's mom. I'm sure it is. Amayuki proposed. She had very noble, elegant features, but the rest of her was easygoing and laid back. Though Katsumi was a fellow girl, she still thought Amayuki was beautiful. Even her light blue penetrating eyes lacked the arrogance that beautiful women usually possess. They were filled instead of with a friendly light. Her real name was Yuki Amane. There it is. She was a senior at Meiji University and in the same club as Kaede, that's it. She was the oldest of the four. She once tried to give up cosplay and focus on job hunting. After just 6 months, she'd given up on work and gone back to costuming. Since then, she'd been spending more time with Katsumi and the others.
そんなお手伝
So
い
is
して
this
もら
how?
うなんて悪いよ。
So this is how I guess Amane, Yuki, met Daru, because it was through Mayuri that got friends with her, and then connections. That's how you do it. How did Daru get her? God. Everyone smiled at her, but Mayuri quickly shook her head.
今日だって材料代を半分以上も肩代わりしてもらっちゃったでしょ。マユシーはそれだけで本当に嬉しかったから。私たちの衣装を作ってくれるんだから出さない方が申し訳ないよ。
それに私、まゆりちゃんみたいに素敵な衣装を自分でも作ってみたいなってずっと思ってたの。
マユシーの衣装ってクオリティ高いもんね。ほんと感謝してるんだから。
ね、まゆりちゃん、ぜひ手伝わせてほしいな。
じゃあみんなで作ろう。
Kasumi knew that it made Mayuri really happy when someone praised her cosplay outfits.
でもそれとは別にね、マユシーはみんなにお願いしたいことがあったのです。お願い？実は
Mayuri told them about an event that quickly became a mainstay of the Japanese holiday year.
クリスマスパーティーを開くから、ユキさんも楓さんも吹雪ちゃんもぜひ来てほしいなって。クリスマスパーティーか。どうかな。私行きたい行きたい行きたい。
So we're still kind of in the like prologue, I guess you could say, because we're still introducing characters at this point. So we're not really going through the story as much. We're just kind of slowly introducing a little bit of story here and there while introducing characters. That's really it for now. So I guess we have to get past this part to really progress through the story. Kasumi's only plan for Christmas Eve was dinner with her family, so she raised her hand instantly. None of her friends at school wanted to do anything that night. She'd been a little put out about that, since it meant they all had boyfriends.
私も大丈夫だよ。
Kaede also nodded, but Yuki seemed a little hesitant. Why?
私はどうしようかな。
もしかして戦略があるの？
You have to come,
そり
Yuki.
ゃユキさんほどの美貌の持ち主ならイブのデートに誘ってくる男子は山ほどいるでしょう。
そんなことないよ。
そうなの？だったら私がほっときません。
吹雪ちゃんとクリスマスにデートできるなら他のどんな予定よりも優先しちゃう。
ユキさんラボー。吹雪ちゃんはまゆりちゃん一筋じゃなかったの？まゆしーだって楓ちゃんだって大好きだぜ。
Kasumi quickly jumped over to Kaede and gave her a big hug. Kaede was soft and smelled good, and enduring this sort of sexual harassment was nothing new for her. Alright.
それでね、ユキさん。今度、まゆしーに美味しいキッシュの作り方を教えてくれないかな。
Quiche. Yuki was an excellent chef and had been teaching Mayuri a lot lately. Both Katsumi and Kaede would also occasionally participate in what they call Yuki Amane's cooking lessons.
いいよ。 何のキッシュがいい？
マユシーはほうれん草とマッシュルームがいいな。
Okay.
ハムとトマトとベーコンも美味しいよ。はあ、想像しただけでよだれがわあ、そっか、迷っちゃうのです。
それじゃあ両方教えてあげる。
本当？そうだよね。いろんな味があった方がみんなも喜ぶもんね。
もしかしてクリスマスパーティー用に？
そうなのです。あと1ヶ月もないけど、それまでにマスターしたいなって。
じゃあ特訓だね。いつにする？明日は？
マユシーは大丈夫。
Kasumi went over her schedule in her head.
あー、明日か。私、友達と約束が。
私はバイト。
Kasumi really wanted to go, so she was pretty disappointed. She would have loved the chance to eat one of Yuki's good quiches. As she thought about the quiche, her stomach began to rumble. It's about time for dinner. Yuki and Mayuri worked out the time and place for their meetup.
場所は私の下宿先だとちょっと遠いから。
ラボはどうかな？
いいよ。
頑張って作り方覚えるぞ。
I like they still call him the lab at least, you know?
楽しいパーティーになるといいね。
マユシー、サンタさんの衣装を作るからみんな着てくれる？
込み物分の他にさらに作るんだ。まゆりちゃん気合入ってるね。
マユシーはやる気満々だよ。ふむ
Mayuri posed like she was cheering.
サンタ服ならかわいいミニスカートのやつがいいな。白のニースに赤いブーツとか合わせて。
Sexy Santa with the hat.
楓ちゃんはいいけど、私そういうの似合うかな。
Kasumi spoke to Mayuri and Yuki without any confidence in her voice.
本当は可愛い服の方が好きなくせに。
There was nothing Kasumi could say. She was right. It bothered Katsumi a lot that she looked like a boy, and she knew that sort of clothing didn't look right on her. Still, at heart, she was a young girl and she wanted to wear cute clothes. So she's basically the opposite of Luka.
マユシー、
Kario.
ふぶきちゃんに似合うのちゃんと作るから。
おお、さすが俺の嫁。結婚して。
ふぶきちゃん調子いいんだから。ダルくんみたいなこと言っちゃダメだよ。
あの変態紳士さんと一緒にされるなんてショックかも。
ちなみにまゆりちゃんも一緒に着るんだよね、サンタさんの衣装。じゃなくって可愛いんだからもっとコスしようよ。
でもマユシーは作るの専門だから。
意義あり。そんなのもったいないです。
objection!
もうふぶきちゃんまで。
それに
That's 2 objections this game now. One at the beginning and one now. I'm trying to count
岡
how
部さ
many.
んもまゆりちゃんの素敵な姿見たいんじゃないかな。
オカリン
Oh, Caddy! Mayuri made a weird noise as soon as she heard that name.
オカリンさん？ああ、マユシーの彼氏ね。
It's not the boyfriend, God. Katsumi had met him many times. He was tall, but he always looked pale and thin, and whenever he laughed, he seemed kind of sad. But from what Mayuri said, until just half a year ago, he'd been a totally different person. She said he was haughty. Is that kind of? I never heard that word before. Haughty and arrogant, but also kind and a great leader. Mayuri was known to let her emotions influence her judgment. Oh, excuse me. So Katsumi didn't know how much of that description was accurate. No, it was true. You guys missed that one. Hoing Helma. Mayuri started to freak out even more after hearing the word boyfriend.
あのね、ふぶきちゃん。オカリンとマユシーはそういうのじゃないの？
またまた。
They're not! Stop it! Stop forcing it. Yuki and Kaede weren't buying it either. Honestly, Okari and Mayuri seemed more like an old wedded couple that had been together for years than a boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah,
本当
I guess you could say
だ
that.
よ。だってオカリンには他に好きな人がいるのです。
That's true. Yeah. Mayuri sounded totally unconcerned, which made Katsumi even more surprised.
そうなの？
本当
Yeah,
に？
it's true. Who could have guessed? It was Yuki, the eldest, who spoke first.
ごめんね。なんか余計なこと言っちゃった。
マユシーとオカリンは幼なじみで仲良しさんっていうだけだから大丈夫だよ。
そう。
Yeah. Mayuri's smile seemed very sad to Katsumi. She felt a sudden impulse to give her schoolmate a hug.
それよりそれより
Mayuri smiled and walked over to Yuki as if to blow away the awkwardness.
ねえ、ユキさんは？
私？
さっきの話、やっぱりクリスマスは彼氏さんと過ごすのかなーって。
Boyfriend?
本当にいないってば。
そう？
Better not.
みんな誤解してるよ。私そんなにモテないし、ここだけの話、年齢と彼氏いない歴が一緒だもの。
Excuse me, what? First Mayuri, then Yuki. Katsumi was stunned.
そうなんですか？
You would have guessed that?
そこまで驚かれるなんて。
じゃあユキさん、
Mayuri started to fidget.
ダルくんなんてどうかな？
Yes, yes, yes.
星田さん？
Yeah?
また何を言い出すのマユシ。橋田さんは変態紳士なんだよ。ユキさんがどこかにかけられちゃう。
It's not that bad, come on. The man that Kasumi and Kaede were also insulted were Itaru Hashida, Hashida Itaru, a college student and a member of Miyuri's club. He was a hardcore otaku, one of the hybrid types, who said he enjoyed both 2- and 3-dimensional girls. And like Kasumi has said, he was a perverted gentleman. He would say perverse things all day without the slightest shame. Whenever you told him he was a pervert, he would say, "No, I'm a perverted gentleman." It's like it makes a difference. He was a dangerous guy. What was that face? But Yuki didn't seem bothered. She actually looked a little sad. Oh.
橋田さんはいい人だけど、なんていうか、私みたいな子、あんまり好きじゃないんだと思う。
Excuse me? I thought she'd be like, "Oh, he's not my type," but then she's actually like, "Oh, I don't think he actually likes me." So she's actually thinking about it. Miyuri. Miyuri is shocked far above and beyond her usual limit. Loud. Let me turn it just about there. There we go. Okay, that's better. Miyuri is shocked far above and beyond her usual limits. She was so surprised she let go of her suitcase handle and let it fall to the ground, and instead of picking it up, she started talking frantically.
そんなことないよ。ダルくんはね、ユキさんに萌え萌えキューンだよ。きっとそうだよ。マユシーが保証します。
She's putting out a trunk.
夏コミまで初めて会った時もそんな感じだったでしょ。
Oh, how did he act? Yuki had met Miyuri 4 months ago at Summer Kamima. Katsumi and Kaede had come wearing outfits Miyuri made. Kaede found Yuki at the convention hall all by herself and they met up. Afterward, they all gone to a party where she met Miyuri's friend, Hashida Itaru. Katsumi had definitely witnessed Yuki and Itaru having a friendly conversation. Ever since then, Yuki and Miyuri and Daru have become friends, and Yuki has started going to Mayuri's club, the Future Gadget Laboratory. In other words, Yuki and Itaru had been talking ever since Summer Kamima. Really? They kept in touch. That's almost guaranteed now. But still, Yuki chuckled sadly and shook her head. Why?
見てればわかるよ。なんとなく避けられてるなって。
I think it's because he knows that he has to get with her, so he's kind of nervous. He doesn't want to mess it up. That's my guess. Because of Suzuha.
クリスマスパーティーも、だから私は行かない方がいいんじゃないかなって思って。
Oh, come on, Yuki.
橋田さんはもっとこう妹系の女の子がタイプじゃないのかな。
Excuse me? Wait, what? He likes... Well, she thinks he likes girls who are more like a little sister. That's not a normal thing. That's
しかも
weird.
ものすごく気が強くてね、お兄ちゃんを尻に敷いちゃうような妹。
Okay.
例えば鈴葉さんみたいな感じ。
No, 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 no. That's his daughter. No, 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 no.
それは
She can't say. She can't say. For some reason, Mayuri looked like she was about to cry. God. can imagine. It's like, oh my god, that's the daughter. She seemed to want to say something, but couldn't bring herself to. Her lips were quivering. Oh my god. So...
まゆりちゃんなんでもないのです。
You can't tell her, Mayuri, you can't tell her. But it certainly didn't look like nothing. Katsumi couldn't bear to watch her anymore. And so she gave in to her impulses. What? Hug?
まゆし、そんな顔しないで。まゆしは笑ってる時が一番可愛いんだから。あね、ほらほら、笑わないとくすぐっちゃうぞ。こちょこちょこちょこちょこちょ。
God. Kasumi stuck behind Mayuri and started to tickle her under her arms.
観念した？もう、ふぶきちゃんは意地悪さんだ。ああ、まゆしかわいすぎ。
Mayuri was laughing so hard she was crying, and this time Katsumi succeeded in giving her a hug. Even though they were in public, she started rubbing her cheek against her. I don't like where that hand is at. Where's she grabbing? Hey, get away. This is getting a bit weird.
ちょっと、ふぶきちゃん。このまま家に持って帰って、ずっとペロペロしたい。それは困るよ。
Yes, it
困
would
って
be.
もいいから結婚してくれ。
Okay, Fubuki, come on a bit strong here.
無理だってば。
Mayuri tried running away, but Fubuki grabbed her and started to kiss her all over. What's going on? Somebody stop her! Mayuri doesn't know.
なんか疲れた。
What was that, man? It was like Seiko off Corpse Party. The way she would just give, like, their impulses just come out and just do whatever she wanted, what she
そ
felt
れ
like.
は
Oh,
マ
it's
ユ
weird, that
シーのセリフだよ。
one. In the end, Katsumi kept clinging to Mayuri until they reached the station. She felt a lot better, but catching Mayuri when she tried to escape used up a lot of energy. Either way, now that she was satisfied... Oh, don't bring that up. Why is this bringing it up? Why is she mentioning this? What's going on? Why is Fubuki can see this? What's going on? What the fuck? She shuddered and turned back towards Mayuri as an image came into her mind from out of nowhere.
ね
Huh?
え、マユシ。ん？なーに？
Was she there? And her reading Steiner has like just like deja vu. That's what reading Steiner basically is.
冬コミマ、一緒にコスしようね。
Huh? I'm confused now. I'm so confused.
この前話したよ。冬コミマはね、マユシーは作る方に専念します。それでもいいからさ、とにかく
So
冬
the
コミ
music
マ
as
も
well.
この4人で絶対一緒に参加しようね。当たり前だよ。そのために今日みんなで買い物したんだよ。 だよね。
It's
でも
ridiculous.
約束だよ。約束。
It's like Doom is coming. It's like Doom is coming, and it's like they're not reacting to it. That's what it's kind of like. Mayuri and Yuki split up with them in front of the station since they were taking a different train. Oh, they're taking trains. That's why.
おやすみなさい。ま
Get
ゆ
a
り
weird
ちゃん。
feeling now. I don't like it.
またね。てってる
Do-do-do. Do-do-do.
バイバーイ。
Kasumi stood still and watched the two of them until they were out of sight. She felt like she was about to cry and looked up to stop the tears from falling.
ふぶきちゃん。
Man. Didn't expect that. That caught me off guard. Kaede was standing next to her, looking worried.
どうしたの？ごめん、なんでもない。なんでもなくないよ。もしかして、まゆりちゃんがどうかしたの？
She just tell her the truth. I mean, you just had a vision of Mayuri dying, that's why. I mean...
お願い、話して。
Even after Kaede asked, Katsumi wasn't sure she should tell her. There was no way she'd believe it anyway. I mean, don't have to tell her, oh, this is what happened in a previous world line. Yeah, she's not going to believe it, of course. If you just say, I just had a weird vision that Mayuri just got killed when the train came, she'd be like, oh, okay, God, that's horrible. She would believe that.
今日のふぶ
Something
きちゃん、
too far-fetched.
いつもよりテンション高かった。すごく無理してる感じがしたもの。
It did feel forced. Even though I don't know her, it did feel forced. I did say it.
気づくよ。
Katsumi and Kaede had known each other for 2 years. Since their ages were so different, they treated each other like an older and younger sister. So at times like this, Kaede was really sharp. Kaede didn't talk much, but that meant she paid a lot of attention to the people around her. Part of it was also that Kasumi wasn't good at hiding things. She just couldn't lie to Kaede, no matter what. I'm like Kaede, to be honest. I don't really talk that much, but I'm like more aware around me. I feel like it's more better, to be honest. She gave up and decided to say it. Oh, she's gonna tell her.
まゆしがね。うん。死んじゃうんだ。
Whoa. Don't say that. I mean, come on. There's a better way to say it.
何？どういうこと？
Katsumi remembered the nightmares and the things she kept seeing no matter how much she didn't want to.
夢を見るんだよ。
Was she having several dreams? This just came back. Ah, so it's not just this one time.
夏ぐらいからかな。毎日夢の中でまゆしが死んで、その度に私や楓ちゃんは泣いてでもどうすることもできなくて。
It was this time when Kamima, it's the summer of Kamima started. That's probably why they were there. So I remember now, it actually started in Kamima because she actually went to Kamima and died there, and it kept happening around that time. So maybe she's having the flashbacks around that time, or deja vu, I guess. Reading Steiner. I guess it's the only way,
夕べ見
right?
た
I
夢
mean,
なんか最 最悪だった。
Oh God.
私たちの目の前で突然マユシーが倒れて動かなくなっちゃうの。
The thing is though, Steins Gate Elite comes out on Tuesday, next Tuesday, not tomorrow, but next Tuesday, and it's like the remastered version with the anime scenes. So I'm gonna actually play that on Tuesday and stream it as soon as it comes out. It's gonna be hard to relive that because apparently they've added more scenes in it. So I'm curious to see if they've added more deaths. Than usually. I don't really want to see that, but we
オ
have
カリンさん
to.
が悲鳴を上げながら抱きしめて
So, Okarin's there. Oh God, this is confusing now. How is she imagining this stuff? How is she getting this? She was there.
大きな声で叫んでて。ねえ、どうしちゃったんだろう私。なんでこんな夢ばっかり。落ち着いて、吹雪ちゃん。多分疲れてるせいよ。そうかな。そうなのかな。だってまゆりちゃん、今日もすごく元気だったでしょ。
Kaede gave Katsumi a gentle shoulder hug.
だから大丈夫。私やだよ。マユシーが死んだりしたら。そんなことありえないわ。絶対に。絶対に。
I have a weird
絶
feeling now.
対よ。
I have a bad feeling. We're out of that. We're on the world line now where Kurisu dies, but Miyushi stays alive. So why are they still having reading Steiners or deja vus or whatever about Miyushi dying? Unless it's gonna happen. That's the bad feeling that it might happen later down the line still. It's just been delayed. Oh God. Kaede's words made Katsumi calm down a little. She was glad to have an older friend like this.
とにかく気のせいよ。そんな悪いこと起きるはずがないでしょ。
Oh no. Her hand squeezed Katsumi's shoulder tightly. Being held like this made Katsumi feel a lot better.
ごめんね。変なこと言って。
But that night she had the nightmares again. Ah, no. No, this is not good. This is not good. This should not be happening. It's because we're not on the right world line, that's why. Hey, Suzaha! Back to Suzaha. Suzaha Amane was about to run out of patience. The cause was the young man in the room with her father. Hashida Itaru, aka Daru. His massively obese body was leaning forward over a computer monitor, and he had a dopey grin on his face. He had finally gotten up around 11 AM, gulped down 3 cups of instant ramen, and was now surfing the internet. What's he doing?
なんですと
なんですの
リア充メッセピーとパルテノン氏って夫婦だったん？何それ聞いてねえし。つうかリア充メッセとか名乗ってる本人がリア充じゃん。リアルに嫁いるとか汚すぎる。ぐぬぬぬぬ。ぼっちの味方だと思ってたのに。こんなん戦争だろ。 炎上必至だろう。
Of course, Daru will be the one trolling people. Of course.
うおと思ったら、も
トヤ
うアットちゃんもツイポも炎上してた件について。僕としたことが出遅れた。これまでの流れをちゃんとチェックしないと。
父さん、
What's going on?
はい。
Hi. That's what Suzuha called her father. Interesting, like, yeah. It's who he was after all. So there was nothing else to call him. Suzuha was a time traveler from the year 2036, and 7 years from now he would become her father.
いい加減にしなよ。一日中ゴロゴロして食べるかネットを見るかゲームをしてるかばっかり。即席麺やお菓子ばかり食べてると体に病変を生じるって警告しても治そうともしない。
In fact, his PC desk was covered with snacks. She cleaned it regularly, but it never seemed to make a difference.
運動だってしろって言ってるのに全然しない。
I love this soundtrack, man. Suzuha realized she was complaining more than usual, but she had to say it anyway.
そんなんじゃ将来。
And then she realized that Itaru wasn't even listening to her. God. His eyes were fixed on the computer monitor. He moved his mouse out of sight, but she could still hear him clicking it. Okay.
話を聞きなさい。
Suzuha approached her father from behind and put the hairspray can she'd been hiding up to his neck. Itaru seemed to think it was a gun. He stuck his hands up. Dressed like this would worked. They worked because she told him that she survived the Third World War and the wars and chaos of 2036, and that she was ready to draw a gun and pull the trigger whenever she needed to.
すずは、やめてくんないと父さん怒っちゃう。
怒られるのは父さんの方。
はい、すみません。でもさ、僕の秘密の仕事知ってるっしょ？あれが結構忙しいんだよ。僕ぐらいのハッカーになると引く手あまたでさ。食事も適当に済まさざるを得ないっつうか。海外のクライアント相手だと時差もあって昼夜逆転しちゃうっつうか。
未来の父さんもそんなことばっかり言って母さんに叱られてた。100歩譲って睡眠周期は仕方ないとしても、これ以上健康を損ねるような食事は許容範囲外。即刻中止すること。いい？
I love his
だけど仕事もそうだけどタイムマシンの研究が大変なんだ。癒しが欲しいんだよね僕。
そうやって言い訳してすぐだらけようとする。甘えてるよ父さん。
Suzuha was always amazed that her dad managed to survive the future wars. But since the time machine research would affect the future and eventually Suzuha's very presence here, she couldn't tell him to stop. Even after Okabe Rintaro stopped coming to the future gadget lab, Itaru had kept working on the time machine all by himself. Interesting. Suzuha never said a word about it. If she did, it might create a time paradox.
タイムマシンを作るのに未来から来たタイムマシンを精査しちゃダメだからね。
Should have decided to warn him again.
分かってるよそんなこと。でも時々自信なくなるんだよね。僕本当にタイムマシンなんて作るん？
当然だよ。しっかりして。
はい。
Suzuha took the hairspray can off his neck.
てっきり銃だと思ったらなんというハッタリ。父さんを騙すなんてひどいよ。
次は本物使うからね。
それマジ勘弁。
Please don't. Suzuha put the can of hairspray back on the shelf. It was something Okabe Rintaro had left there when he lived in the lab. It was still here, since its owner never came back for it.
漫画とかゲームだとさ、父親を叱る娘ってのはもっとこう燃えるんだけどな。鈴葉、ちょっとさ、もうダメだよパパって言ってみてくんない？できれば甘やかすような口調で。
My God, Mandaru.
なんでもないでござる。
Never mind. Her dad shrank from Suzuha's glare. Suzuha sighed loudly and dropped herself on the sofa. She leaned back against the headrest and stared at the ceiling, then closed her eyes.
どうしたん？
なんでも。
隠しても無駄なのだぜ。鈴葉のなんでもないってのは話を聞いてほしいって意味っしょ。ほら、話してみるといいよ。
Daru sounded very serious. Suzuha's eyes went wide for a moment, but then she realized.
そのセリフ、この前プレイしてたギャルゲーにあったよね。それでフラグが成立するんだっけ？
The flag? She'd been living here for 3 months. She was starting to learn a little bit about Akihabara's culture, circa 2010.
父さん、間違っても私を落とそうとか思わないでよね。
What?
ねえよ、実の娘にそんなことしないって。
Excuse me?
本当かな？
How
未来の
what?
父さんはちょっと怪しかった。私が思春期になってからもよく一緒にお風呂入ろうって誘われたな。
Oh my god. What?
何それ怖い。
私は軍属だったし、父さんはタイムマシンの開発に追われてたからいつも一緒にいられるわけじゃなかったけど、とにかくベタベタしてきたよ。
Her dad looked honestly depressed, and she realized that she'd gone too far. Was she lying about it just to make him
父さんはさ、
upset?
いつも私に言ってくれてたよ。ここは最低最悪の世界線だけど、私が誕生したことだけは最高だって。私、未来の父さんを失望させたくないんだ。だから、絶対にオカリンおじさんを説得しなきゃ。
大丈夫、失望したりしないって絶対に。
そうかな。
うん。
けどね、おじさんはどうしても話を聞いてくれないよ。このままじゃおじさんは過去へ行かない。マキセ・クリスを救出しない。シュタインズゲートにも到達しない。
But little do they realize, this is what needs to happen. Steins Gate. That was the name of the mysterious world line her dad had told her about in 2036, where World War III might not occur. Leading Okabe Rentaro to that world line was her mission. Right now, it wasn't going well. Suzuha had come to 2010, just like the mission had called for, she succeeded in sending Okabe Rintaro to July 28th. But then he failed. and he wasn't going to try again. Every time they met, she tried to convince him, but who knew if her words were having any effect?
結局第三次世界大戦に世界線は収束して大勢の人たちが殺戮される。それを変えるために私は来たのに何もできない運命なのかな。
Suzuha had something else she had to do here in Akihabara in December 2010, besides convincing Okabe Rintaro, and it meant she was running around every day. The exhaustion was starting to take its toll on her. During the war, she had to be able to keep herself sharp at all times, and this level of exhaustion wouldn't have meant anything. The relaxed atmosphere of 2010 was actually making her realize how tired she was. She was feeling very sleepy right now, actually. She was surprised at how willing she was to fall asleep in such an undefended position, but she didn't think she could beat the temptation. And then suddenly, she felt something extremely cold on the back of her neck. This is Daru. She snapped awake in an instant. Her movements after that were lightning quick as she jumped up and slid behind the massive body in front of her, which obviously belonged to Itaru, then grabbed his arm and twisted it as she dropped him to the floor. She went to draw the gun at her hip and her hands swiped through empty air. And then she came back to reality. Her gun was hidden. She wasn't carrying it. This wasn't 2036. Two cans of Dr. P clattered to the floor. That must have been what he put on her neck. Why?
何するの父さん。
さっきのお返しだお。
ぼーっとしてたから危うく殺しちゃうとこだったよ。そういう訓練受けてきたんだからシャレじゃ済まないんだって。
わかったから話してくださり。言いたいでござるの巻。
まったくもう。
Suzuha let her father go. Itaru rubbed his arm and stood up, then grabbed the cans of Dr. P off the floor. He offered one to Suzuha.
つかさ、諦めんの早すぎだろう。もうちょっと頑張ってみるのだぜ。多分オカリンは疲れて眠ってるだけだから、今みたいに冷たい毒ペでも首筋に当ててやれば飛び起きるんじゃね？なんせほら、あのオカリンだし。
She realized her dad was trying to cheer her up and nodded. Then she heard footsteps coming up the stairs and some slightly off-key humming. It's Miyushi. Their eyes met. Just the sound was enough to tell them who it was. Was it Okabe with them?
オキドキ。
Oh no, it's Miyushi and Yuki Amane, Suzuha's mother. Suzuha moved fast, maybe even faster than when she knocked her father to the ground. She quickly and silently jumped behind the curtain that separated the lab's development room from the rest of it. Just as she hid beneath the desk, there was a knock at the door. Suzuha knew that voice, of course. It was her mum. She could tell from the noises he was making that her dad was panicking. There was another knock.
はいはい、今出る。
Taro went to open the door. Suzuha took a deep breath and concentrated her mind. She remembered the time she spent 3 days and 3 nights on a battlefield with no food and nothing to drink, constantly aiming her rifle at the target. She erased any trace of her presence that could give her away. Her breathing started to become shallow. Dad, don't screw this up, okay?
天音氏、今日はマユ氏と待ち合わせ？
Taru came back into the room with a girl.
はい、お料理の特訓をすることになっているんですけど。
She could hear plastic bags rustling. I'm just going to quickly save it here just in case. I haven't saved it in ages, so I don't have to go through all that again. She must have brought the ingredients.
マユ氏来てないんだよね。
そうですか。ちょっと来るの早かったかな。
Oh, it's not Mayuri, it's just Yuki. Yuki Amane. Just as the name Amane suggested, she was Suzuha's mother in the future. In other words, the two of them in the other room were supposed to get married.
まあ約束があるならそのうち来るんじゃないかな。
待っていてもいいですか？
もちろん。ここで料理もするんでしょ。
はい、橋田さんもぜひ味見してくださいね。
マユ氏のはあんまり食べたくないよ。
大丈夫ですよ。まゆりちゃんすごく上達してるんですから。
Shoot that man. Itaru was clearly nervous. As far as Suzuha knew, the only girl he acted that way around was Yuki Amane. Suzuha and Mayuri were practically family, and he had gotten along fine with big sis Rumi, Faris Nyan, who worked at the maid cafe next door. So it wasn't that he didn't know how to act around girls, but for some reason he always acted different when she was around. She told him that Yuki would be his wife someday. It was too late to do anything about it now, but maybe that was a mistake, she thought. Maybe.
今日は妹さんはお留守ですか？
あ、うん。
そうですか。
Hashida Itaru's sister was none other than Suzuha herself. Around the same time Suzuha started spending all her time in the lab, Yuki had become friends with Mayuri and Itaru and began visiting more frequently, which meant that avoiding her was almost impossible, and so she was forced to tell Yuki that she was Itaru's little sister. But still, she wanted to keep contact to a minimum in order to keep Yuki from finding out somehow. That was why she was hiding. Okay.
そうそう。どうです？この服。この前買ったんですけど。
That's good. Yuki showed no signs of noticing Suzuha. She was twirling around in the center of the room as if she was at a fashion show. Yuki was a cosplayer and wanted as many people as possible to see her dressed up. Mayuri had told Suzuha that once before. In fact, Yuki and Mayuri spent a lot of time complimenting each other's outfits.
いいよ。すごくいい。
本当ですか？
うはー、天使来たこれって感じ。
ありがとうございます。橋田さんもおしゃれしましょうよ。ちょっとだけ痩せれば結構素敵だと思うな。
ははは。
私本気ですよ。
おう。
Itaru Hashida and Yuki Amane. As she listened to their awkward conversation, Suzuha remembered the last time she said goodbye to her dad. Oh god. Flashback. 13th of August 2036, 7 o'clock. 7 p.m.
父さん、治安部隊がマン 生橋まで来てる。
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let's save it here. I am going to end the stream for today, since it's late here now. I was actually going to stream for just about 2 hours, but I've actually went a little bit over. I am going to stream tomorrow, though. I'm going to stream tomorrow around the same time I streamed today. I'm going to carry on with this Steins Gate. So, yeah, if you're willing to check out the rest, just join me tomorrow, because I've got work tomorrow, so I have to finish work and then get back and play the rest. I haven't got time. I wish you could spend it all day doing it, but nah, it's impossible. Oh, we've got 6 slots of this. Wow, there's so many slots. Okay, so I'm gonna have one day though I'll be able to play it fully. Probably Friday. I'll be able to do a lot in one day for this. Hopefully. I'll keep you noticed though from tomorrow. Yeah, I'll get a bit further in. I think mostly still on the character like introductions and flashback stuff. We're not really progressing with the story, so to say. But after we get past this, we should be going straight through it. So I mean, I'm gonna have one day anyway that I'm gonna be going full ham a lot, probably like 8-hour stream probably, because I want to try and get as much of this done before Steins Gate Elite comes out on Tuesday next week. So I want to try and get as much as I can done, because as soon as Steins Gate Elite comes out, I'm going to do that one until I finish that, and then when I finish that, I'm probably going to come back to Steins Gate 0, because I doubt I'm going to finish it, but we'll see if we can. I doubt it though. Let's try. But yeah, I'll come back tomorrow though, it's around the same time. Hopefully maybe a little bit earlier, so we can go on longer than 2 hours. So yeah, you'll see me come on though on the stream. So yeah, thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed it. I need to get some sleep. This is late for me here now. Anyway, yeah. Oh, I'm getting hot in my room now. I need to cool it down, fucking hell. Did a lot of talking. I don't know what I'm going to do when it's on the fucking Friday, I think, when I'm talking about 8 hours straight. I'm going to have to take some breaks here and there, though, because there's no way I'm going to continue on like that. I mean, I feel fine, I could carry on, but I feel like a long stream is going to be hard to do with this kind of game, because I'm talking a lot, constantly. But we'll see, though. We'll see what happens. I'll probably have to take breaks here and there, that's it, really. So, yeah. I'll catch you tomorrow around the same time. Hopefully we can go a lot longer, and hopefully we actually finish all this introduction stuff. I mean, it's all right, but just not really into the story yet, the main story of what we want to see. Because it's going to get good, I feel like, once we get into the main story part, because it's doing this delay thing a long time. I'm guessing for what? Maybe foreshadowing for the future of the game. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we can finish the game though before Tuesday next week. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to end it now. We're streaming for, actually, see how long I've been running total for. I've been total for 2 hours and 24 minutes. It's not a bad stream.